first down. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The first carry for the Fordham Rams, Chase Edmonds. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Draw play, Edmonds. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. D.J. Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Williams going to get it again on second down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down, Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Edmonds again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now they'll do 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Smith.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler.
Play action. It's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's going to take another shot here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now the rookie's free.
And how about that return inside the 20-yard line?
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 17, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith under pressure. They got him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Come on. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
19 right.
Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Hat the street. Hat the street. Ready.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Another carry for Pierce. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, good move. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the... And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They know Williams loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Gino. The quick slant caught.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Davis, 70 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Smith.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately.